Well, good evening from Bristol, England. I have just had a couple of sharp marches up a load of hills, and I am not built for hills, I'll tell you what. I'm in the beautiful Berkley Square here in central Bristol. The reason is welcome to the Southernairs, and welcome to another hotel review with me, Jett McDowell as always, at your service. And here's our victim for today's vlog. The Berkley Square Hotel. I've stayed here before, back in February 2023. Kind of didn't want to do a Jett hotel review on the grounds that I've already done one for this. So I figured, let's do a more in-depth Southernairs style hotel vlog on this one. Enjoy the video and I'll tell you what my stay was like. Hello guys, well, I'm just heading to my room now. I'm all checked here. I've got my key just here. He says trying to awkwardly get it. I've got room 34 today. And as you can see, there's a couple of deals going on at the minute. Like if you stay here, you get 10% off drinks, 20% off food, which is great as well. Breakfast is on 7 to 9:30, so I've got breakfast included in my stay. And there's also a cocktail bar as well. I think I've had the cocktails before. They are quite pricey, but the quality is definitely there. Right. 34, this direction. Oh, that's convenient. See if we can get in. I'm sure Matt and Zeus are going to be really looking forward to me screwing this up, and yes, we're already doing it. Oh, there we go. Well, welcome to what I like to call one of the bougiest hotels I've ever stayed in, and arguably one of my favourite hotels in Bristol. And I have stayed in 2 or 3 hotels in the area. I remember one didn't quite go down so well, as Matt and Zeus all confirm. However, I suppose I better give you a room tour of my digs for the night before I go down and have my dinner, because I've got a reservation at 8:30. I got here just before 8 o'clock. I'm going to start with the obvious, please excuse the shaky hand. This is a Panasonic Philips television. And we've got Robert's radio down here. I'm going to check that out. Little welcoming thing from the people who run the hotel, as well as a little menu thing here, because you can order room service for your breakfast. I've got breakfast included, so I'll be going downstairs anyway. Bowl of fruit, 2 apples and an orange. I'm not probably going to eat this because I'm not a big fan of orange, well, oranges itself. Apples, well, I don't like green apples, but that's a pink lady. If there was a banana there, I might probably have been a bit more tempted. We've got an old-fashioned phone here. Okay, so the view's not outstanding, but it is what it is. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to be filling this in the morning. I won't tell you what I'm going to answer because I don't know yet. And 2 empty drawers should you need it. I've got a mirror here. Hello. Okay, so the bed speaks for itself. We've got a nice comfy bed, some towels for the bathroom, and a little red cushion. I don't know what that hall over here is for. There's nothing in there like a charging port or something, but that could have been to do with when the thing was built maybe. And there's a light just above with some tissues. Very nice room indeed for one person for one night. I'd quite happily stay here a couple of nights. And this is one of the coolest things about this hotel. You get a complimentary gift in the form of sherry. Yes, you get to sample some sherry. You can buy a bottle of this for 30 quid downstairs, like the full whack. But I'll be having a little sip of that later. Probably as a nightcap. Onto the minibar. Opening from the wrong way as you do. So as you can see, we've got Kit Kats and crisps. Milk, which is complimentary. I'm not sure about the bottles of water. I think you have to pay for those. And obviously there's some Cokes, Spanish soft drink, and a Poloni. Don't think I'll have anything from that because mini bars are expensive. But we have a little drawer here. Oh, look at those fancy teas and coffees. I'm going to be raiding this in the morning. There's a cup with complimentary white chocolate chip biscuit. Beautiful. There's a cafetiere for coffee. There's a kettle. Tea and coffee, proper ground coffee. proper granule tea. You gotta filter that in this teapot. Oh, this is really fancy stuff. Fancy, fancy. In case anyone is wondering, I will declare it now in case I forget. I paid £120, including breakfast. This would have probably been about £10 to £15 cheaper had I not included the breakfast, but I wanted to try and give a more full experience. I will also try and dig out the research and probably put up here somewhere how much I paid for my last visit, which didn't include breakfast. It is time for a Southernairs review, and well, just like the last one, very, very nice. Got these Elmis lotions and body wash. Got the shower and bath versions here. I'll be making good use of that shower tonight and in the morning. And a lovely toilet. That's a radiator of sorts. And unlike the last hotel I stayed in, they put the toilet paper actually next to the toilet seat instead of halfway across the room. I'm impressed. I'm happy. Right, let's go downstairs and dive into a bit more what this hotel has to offer. Peace. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, piping hot. Let's try this out for size. Oh. That is rich in flavour. That is rich in flavour.
Please excuse the mess inside my house.
Okay, so I'm now back in my hotel room for the night. Lovely place. I've just shut one of the windows over to give me a bit of peace and quiet. So dinner, well, beautiful. Worth every penny. So the dinner with the 20% discount came to 28 quid. I paid an extra $4.20 because there was a 12% service charge, and I think that the staff that were on tonight were, deserved every bit of that £4.20. Obviously service charges are optional, so you can say, if you want it taken off or not, but of the experience I had, I felt that was the least that I could do, and I was impressed with the food, and yeah, that burger, how do I describe that? I would put it on par with Gordon Jackson's acting in The Professionals as Major Cowley. It was that brilliant. Now, I'm going to go for a shower in a minute. I've got some tea brewing up in teapot thing up there with the old-fashioned filter means of doing it. I'm not really sure about doing that. I'm more of a tea bag person, but I'm going to also prepare a little nightcap. Oh, it's good sherry. It's good sherry. Like I said, this is just a little sample that they give guests as a welcome. And you can buy a proper bottle for £30. I think it's locally produced sherry. It to the Bristol area. Oh, yeah, it's a good smell to that. There's some good stuff. Right, let's taste it. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. Very sweet. Very sweet, very fruity. There's a nice kick from the alcohol. Ooh. Right. Cheers all. Ding ding. I'm off to relax, have a shower and get to bed. I'll catch up with you in the morning and we'll experience the hotel's breakfast hopefully. Might be a little trickier to do that because obviously hotels do get very busy during the breakfast service and I don't know what I'll be able to film, but I'm sure we can recover that. So, good night and I shall see you in the morning. Okay, something really cool. The rooms all have different names on them. So you got Rogers for 35. My room is called Redgrave. And if I come over here, we got this one. Not even going to try and pronounce that. We got, I think that's Amy. Here's a look at the corridor and a funky piece of artwork. Oh, here we go. 36 is named Russell, which I think is a pretty cool addition. Oh, good morning. Back in the lift. I'm just heading downstairs and I'm going to grab some breakfast. So, let's see what the breakfast service in this hotel's like. Eh? Okay, so I was initially complaining about the views. I take that back. Out of my room, you can very, very clearly see that lovely church, abbey, cathedral thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is. Right over there. And I'll tell you what, it was looked good last night, all lit up. Well, unfortunately, it is 10:30. Checkout time was 11, and it's time for me to get going. I've got an entire day ahead of me in Bristol before heading back to Bournemouth on the National Express. However, before we go, I think there is time for one last damn good serving of Shea. Ooh, he says sounding like Nigel Thornberry. I hope you've enjoyed this. Safe travels, my friends. And you've been watching the Southernairs hotel experience on the luscious hotel in Bristol. So yeah, if you're wondering if you want to stay at the Berkley Square Hotel, a couple of good pointers for you. If you are going to see a gig at the O2 Academy, or even staying, need to get a coach out at the bus station, this hotel's not far from either one of those venues. So if you want to stay somewhere nice for a special occasion, Berkley Square Hotel. Right, I've got an adventure in Bristol ahead of me. Let's roll.